Alright guys, Delzinski here, and boy oh boy, what an absolutely epic Monday Night Raw we have just witnessed. Oh, if only Raw could be like this every single week. Oh, it was that damn good. And one of the big reasons why it was that damn good is because we got introduced to the newest Paul Heyman Guy, and he goes by the name of Cesaro. Yes, Cesaro aligned himself with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar last night, and it was a great moment. I literally never saw it coming. I could not believe it when Cesaro announced himself as a Paul Heyman Guy. Now, this went down with Zeb Colter and Cesaro coming out to the ring to collect the Andre the Giant trophy from Hulk Hogan, brother. And as they came to the ring, Cesaro picked up the mic and Zeb decided to take it off him and pretty much downplayed the victory of Cesaro and kind of made it a little bit about himself, how he made Cesaro. And he went on to say that Cesaro is a Zeb Colter guy. Now at this point, Cesaro decides to take the mic off of Zeb and says, "Zeb, I'm not really a Zeb Colter guy, but what I am is a Paul Heyman guy." And at this point, Paul Heyman comes out, hits the ring, and pretty much verbally destroys Zeb Colter. I think at one point he calls him an old man, which was absolutely hilarious. And you can just tell that the exchanges between Zeb and Paul Heyman are going to be fantastic. And this has really kick-started this big feud, which we've expected from Cesaro and Jack Swagger. Now, albeit that I never expected Paul Heyman to be involved, this feud was already looking good, and now it looks 10 times better with Heyman's involvement. As well, this can only lead to bigger and better things for Cesaro. Giving him Heyman, really going to give him that platform to excel, I think, because I was always worried that Cesaro moving away from Colter could detriment him in some shape or form, but definitely not now. Now, after Cesaro labelled himself as a Paul Heyman guy and Heyman hit the ring, this brought out Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger nailed Cesaro from behind, sending him flying out of the ring, and then the trophy and Andre got it. And what I mean by this was that the Andre the Giant trophy was obliterated. It was destroyed. No more Andre the Giant trophy. Swagger picked it up and launched it out of the ring, and it was smashed to smithereens. Now, the only thing that could be salvaged from the trophy was the actual Andre the Giant statue piece itself, and Paul Heyman decided to pick this up and treasure this by cuddling it and looking after it like a baby, which was a real funny moment. You know how Heyman likes to do things, always one of the greatest showmans and probably one of the best managers of all time. He just sells everything 100%. And that's why I cannot wait to see how him and Zeb interact, because they are both, they are always 100% in their persona. They want to, either piss the fans off or rile the fans or get them going. It's always good to see these two, and bringing them together for a feud is just going to make it that little bit better. Now, overnight, the feud has already escalated because on Twitter, Zeb Colter's been putting out some tweets, and they read, "We literally made Cesaro 10 months ago. Nobody knew him. Me and real Jack Swagger made him. Ungrateful twithead." Very nice, Zeb. Very nice way to kickstart this feud. He goes on as well to tweet again, "I'm glad I slapped Cesaro now. I should have slapped him harder. He proved everything I said about immigrants. Sorry, bunch." So I'm really hoping that Heyman picks up on this feud and interjects, and we have some Twitter exchanges between the two as well. Hell, let's have a match between these two. Let's have Heyman versus Colter. All in all, this has really lit the spark and lit the fire to the Cesaro-Swagger feud. And as I said, it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out with Cesaro as a Paul Heyman guy, because you have to look at the fact that Cesaro's a face. And you've got to look at the fact that Paul Heyman manages probably the guy in the company at the moment with the biggest heat ever in Brock Lesnar. So it's very interesting. He's going to be managing a face and a heel. And, you know, what was kind of, you know, fantastic as well was the fact that when Heyman came out with Brock Lesnar to talk about the streak, the crowd booed his arse off. Maybe they were booing Lesnar more, but Heyman spoke. Lesnar didn't, thank God. But when Heyman spoke, he was booed out of the arena. Now, when Cesaro announced that he was a Paul Heyman guy, the crowd went crazy. And full credit to this New Orleans crowd because they were unbelievable. They made Raw that much better. When crowds are like this and they are hot, it is fantastic for the superstars and it's fantastic to watch on the big screen on TV. It was wicked. For me, it's great. I'm a massive Cesaro fan and I can't wait to see where him and Heyman go. I hope this leads to bigger and better things for Cesaro. You know, it'll be interesting to see how long this stable stays intact for now because I always thought that Heyman's main focus would be with Brock Lesnar. But now he's got two people to focus on. It's already been announced on SmackDown that Cesaro will be facing the Big Show. But you've got to feel that again, Swagger's going to get involved. The match on Raw ultimately happened to be a count-out and Cesaro won, so didn't really lose too much face here, Jack Swagger. He ran away from the King of Swing, which Paul Heyman has pretty much coined the phrase now, and I would like a t-shirt to come out which says Cesaro is the King of Swing. That would be something. So yeah, no one really lost too much respect in this match. Swagger, showing the heel character that he is, ducked out of the ring, sort of said, you know, I will save the fight for another day. Colter pretty much told him, look, save your energy, we'll win the next battle. And Cesaro and Heyman are now aligned. So guys, let me know what you think about this pairing. Are you happy that Cesaro has become the most recent Paul Heyman guy? How do you think Paul Heyman is going to deal with having a face character and a heel character in his stable? How does he deal with the likes of Lesnar as he does with Cesaro? That will be interesting to play out. And are you excited for the exchange between Zeb Colter and Paul Heyman? I really can't wait to see how these two managers interact. It's going to be something, that's for sure. Let me know all your views, opinions and comments on the most recent Paul Heyman guy, Cesaro. All that's left to be said now is please rate, comment and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing your comments. This is Delzinski, signing out.